Here I am at my son Simon's house, and I'm about to show you some video of his garden. We are here in Cincinnati to celebrate our grandson's first birthday and wanted to get some video of Simon's garden. Simon is not the dad of Charlie, that's his twin Sam, but Simon has been working really hard on this garden, so excited to show you that, but here we go. First of all, we'll do a quick tour because he has to go back to work actually, but this is beautiful. What are you growing here, kale?
Kale and calendula, I think.
Okay, kale and calendula, that is beautiful in those hanging baskets. And then he's got, and you start all these from seed.
Yep.
Boy, the nasturtiums are beautiful. Put lettuce in this one.
Yep.
Is this like a butter lettuce?
It's called, I don't remember what it's called. Foil and slush or something.
Wow, that is very cool. So he really focuses, I would say, mostly on fruits. So we're just gonna quick do a tour here. We have lovely strawberries. They look really good. Ours got hit also by the hail. We have the raspberries. Oh my goodness. It is a little bit warmer or a different zone here in Cincinnati. It's a little bit, so it's a little bit further ahead than we are. And Simon, what do we have over here then?
All sorts of things.
Yeah, can you point out just some really more unusual items maybe that I don't even have in my garden that, you know, he said we could even taste something. So, oh, let me just, an aside here. You're noticing, I'm sure, this irrigation system,
Yep.
Which he just installed. So we're really excited to tell us about this, but we might have to explain that a little bit later, right? So we will tell you, though, he does have this irrigation system. We're all going away on vacation for a week, and he doesn't want to have to worry about his gardens. So pretty awesome. Okay, let's continue on with the tour.
All right, so right over here we have gooseberries.
Okay, so these are, let's go down here. We have gooseberries, a little bush.
And I think there's some ripe ones on it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how ripe they are exactly. I'm not.
Oh, can we try one?
But they're red when they're ripe, so
Okay.
they're pretty close.
So do you want to try one also?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything we need to do with them? Just pop them in our mouth?
I just pop them in.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's wonderful. Mmm. It's got a tartness.
Yeah, and that might be because it's not 100% ripe.
But it also has, I think it's delicious.
Yeah.
And it's firm. Oh, it's juicy. It's wonderful.
Very delicious.
Gooseberries. I've never grown them. On we go with the tour.
Zucchini.
Okay.
Pumpkin. I think that's zucchini.
Looking really good.
I got ginger.
Okay, so this is his ginger,
A
which
little bit weedy right now, but
a little bit weedy ginger, but it's coming along.
Yep.
More, let's look over here, Simon, more raspberries.
Yeah, these are yellow raspberries.
These are the yellow raspberries. Obviously, you can tell they're not turning red, so.
And this is the first one because I didn't realize it was ripe. Somebody took it or fell off or something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, can I just stop here just for a minute? I want to give them a quick view of your fence here. So, perimeter view of his fence. It's his second summer here. First summer was kind of a bust because the deer, and so he actually installed this fence all by himself. Well, maybe a little help for a friend and your brother, but
it's by myself.
Mostly by himself, and it's amazing, and he's had much better production obviously this year. So you get a few chipmunks and rabbits probably, but not so much.
Yep.
Okay, so let's continue real quick here, because I know you have to go back to work, but you have rhubarb, looks great. You'll see a video of my rhubarb, which is beautiful until the hail hit it.
Yep.
Okay, so what else would you like to show us that is very...
Watch it.
Oh yeah, watch out for the garden here.
I don't know, there's sweet potatoes along here.
Okay.
Those are potatoes, and then sunflowers that I accidentally planted in the middle of them.
Oh, that's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
Companion planting.
Yeah. And if we go up here, we got watermelon.
Oh, great. And I have been asking him because I don't have
Ancient one's over there.
The ancient one is over here. So there's an ancient watermelon right over here. It's one I got from Baker Creek Seeds. I can't grow watermelon. Not enough sun, not enough area. So he's working on that. And it'll be exciting to see what happens. Cool. Our neighbor, his watermelon got squashed by the hail. He was pretty upset.
Oh,
okay, yes, very sad. Oh my goodness. Are we looking at the tomato patch now here?
Sure.
What? Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. There's a lot of tomatoes. Very large.
Oh my
These ones
goodness.
are very strange because they're super loaded, but they're also
Yeah.
super small plants.
Yeah. Did you do any pruning of the suckers?
No.
Okay.
I'm just letting them go.
You're just letting them go, and that's what some people do.
I ate a couple yesterday. That one.
So there was some ripe ones on here.
These two are ripe.
Is this a paste?
This one.
Oh.
There's no ripe ones.
This is a cherry one. I think this is a paste one. Is that correct? Is that
Yeah, it looks
that's
like
the Amish paste?
I don't know how. I think I mixed them up this year, but where I put it.
Okay. We also
This is called
have.
an Amish paste as well.
Okay.
Got the right shape.
And we also have lots of fruit trees. So can you just kind of quick tell us this big one here?
That's apricot.
This is the apricot. Okay, great. Looking good. And these are ones that were, some of them, oops, excuse me, hello, damaged by some deer last year. So they really survived. So that was good. And this one is an
Macintosh.
Macintosh, yes.
And then this is a northern spy apple.
Oh, the Northern Spy, which my mother is so happy about because Northern Spy make the best pies. At least here in Ohio.
And then this one's a peach.
Okay, yes. And one of my neighbors also does peaches, so she is really excited. Hers are doing well. I don't know how they did after the hail, although down at the end of our road did not get as much hail. What's this one?
And that is a cherry.
A cherry, yes.
That one's struggling because I didn't do it right.
Okay. Well, you can still have
might
time.
survive, though.
It looks like it's green, so that's a good sign.
Well, yeah, but most of those are coming from the rootstock and not the scion. Or whatever.
Okay, so let's clarify that. If it comes from the rootstock, explain that just for
The rootstock is not the variety of the tree. They graft a different variety as the rootstock, which is better for like disease resistance and
Okay.
vigor and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so the stuff coming from the rootstock is not going to be the type of cherry that you planted.
That's this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting
So
to know.
if nothing's coming from the top, that means it might as well be dead.
Oh, okay.
But
So
this one does have a very small amount coming from above the graft.
okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it this year, and hopefully
Hope for the best.
hopefully next year it'll
Okay.
send out new shoots from up above.
Right. Right. Okay. So he did say there's some roots or growth coming out from above the graft, which could be a good sign. Okay. Good. All right. And your green peppers seem to be looking well. I mean, they're not all green peppers. I'm assuming you have lots of different varieties.
Hot
Or
peppers and actually I don't think I have any green peppers.
okay, mostly hot peppers. Well, it's just a very large area here. We have blueberries.
Yeah, blueberries everywhere.
Yeah, lots of blueberries.
Raspberries.
Yeah, wow. So I'm just going to kind of give a little view here of just everything that's growing. Blackberries, black raspberries,
There's a lot of blackberries.
a lot of blackberries. Beautiful.
3 different kinds.
And do you have thornless blackberries as well,
Yep.
right? Okay, ours are thornless, and they actually survive fairly well. But these are looking beautiful. And you really do have a irrigation system set up quite nicely. This should be interesting to see how it works.
Yeah, so one of the problems with the irrigation system that I'm having is that it's because it's so far from the house. Well, it gets further from the house as you go along.
Yeah.
The end of it is not. It doesn't have enough pressure at the very end.
Okay.
So I zoned it into a lot of different zones
Okay.
because otherwise it wouldn't have enough pressure.
Yeah.
I can't water the whole thing at once, basically.
Okay.
It's just not enough pressure in the system.
Oh.
Any system, any like home system.
So you have a
wouldn't enough
timing system where you can do sections.
pressure. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So right now it's like the right side is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4 5-6 zones currently.
Wow. Okay.
But the last zone is really the only one that has the issue because it's so far away from the source. And when you're putting water through a pipe over distances, it slowly loses pressure due to friction.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
If anybody who's thinking of doing an irrigation system, keep that in mind.
And the larger the pipe diameter, the less that loss will be.
Okay.
So I chose a 5/8 inch pipe, but it's still, once it gets to the end, there's just not enough pressure to do the last zone, which is this one
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm gonna have to either break this final zone into 2 zones or figure out some other solution.
Okay. Okay.
I'll probably break it into 2 zones.
Right.
Break it up into 2 zones.
Okay.
So the water actually goes, it kind of like goes over the timer and continues in a straight line.
Okay.
So when the water's on, it actually comes all the way. All the time, and then at certain times those can turn on either one or both zones,
Okay.
and it'll water.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of complex and hopefully efficient once you get it set up
Yeah,
the proper
eventually
way.
it'll be
Yeah.
efficient.
Nice.
So I can set it on a timer. It says starting at 4 a.m. like each zone will run in sequence.
Cool. Cool. And so lots of blackberries, lots of raspberries back here. We do have grapes along the fence over there.
Yep. They haven't really. They started off really good, and then they haven't really done anything.
Petered out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on with those.
You can kind of see them right there in the corner of the fence.
All of my grapes ended up surviving.
There's some here too.
Some
Yeah.
of them, when I moved them, they didn't do anything for a very long time.
Wow.
And then, like, it's just starting to come up from the roots again. So
Wow. Hardy. Very hardy.
very hardy.
And also able to have a fighting chance without the deer nibbling on them.
Yeah.
So that's good. Now over on the far side of the fence there, is that, are those currants over there?
Right.
Are those also grapes along that fence? Or
Yeah,
what do you
it's
have?
grapes.
Yeah. So grapes pretty much along all the fence in this area. Okay. Very nice. And then over here, do I see elderberry?
Yep.
And my elderberry didn't do great because of I don't think it gets enough sun. But so how many do you have here?
2.
2 elderberries, and they're looking really good.
Yeah, the one on the right was struggling a little bit. It just wasn't doing anything, but it's starting to send up a shoot now.
And elderberries, a lot of people love elderberry pie. There's elderberry jam. Good. So those look really good. Anything else that's kind of unusual you'd like to show us?
Hardy kiwi. I don't really want to go over there.
Okay, we're not going to go to the hardy kiwi, but
But it's along the fence as
oh
well,
yeah, we
next
don't
to
want
the
to get
grapes.
wet feet. Along the fence is a hardy kiwi, which is kiwi is a tropical fruit, right? But this is
Yeah.
something different. It doesn't
It's
have
similar, but it's like the size of a grape, and it doesn't have fuzzy skin.
no fuzzy skin, slice of a grape, pop it right in your mouth, and can
Yep.
grow in Ohio, which is pretty amazing. All right. Well, this is much more flourishing than my garden, and I'm really glad that you got it working this year. So, just want to say thank you to Simon for, he's really close here. Thank you to Simon for showing us his garden, and maybe we'll take later, we'll come back and see what's going on later in the year so we can see what kind of produce you got.
I just completely ate them all. Same with the strawberries, of course.
Yeah,
This year.
gorgeous.
Look at these strawberries.